new game that I got for free on the PlayStation store.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I don't know what the point of this game is though.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring you back.
Okay. So I have no clue with what to do in this game. Not a single thing.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Where the heck did the deer go? Okay.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Whoa.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It looks like the Hello Neighbor house. Literally. The hell, that's crazy.
As a child,
How much
the
did
house
that
made me
cost?
uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh, frick. That's the worst.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
That's weird. It's very weird. Sorry. Just checking if the controller is charging. Oh, this might be where the gangster.
Going through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Oh. So the reason why I am videoing this and is because it's my very first time playing this. So I really wanted to do it on YouTube.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Huh.
Nothing in the house
Oh
looked
my God.
abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Jesus Christ, look at all these pictures, it's crazy.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That's bad. Now what's in this door? Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
That's a toilet. Okay.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh. That's... I don't know. Okay. What is that?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
This better be it. Oh. Oh.
Turns out my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, genius.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
What the hell?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Hey, fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
That's weird as hell. Oh my god, there wasn't anything there. I'm just gonna check this before
My
opening that
Halloween
door.
candy was all gone.
Okay.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
No. Okay, what do I do now? Something here. Toilet.
I
Sink.
kept eating and eating.
Oh no. Toothpaste. Oh, that's
I
bad.
ate a lot of things that night.
That's bad. What the hell? You're eating.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? That's just weird as hell. How do I get there? That's how.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Now how would I get there? This is actually the weirdest game I've ever played. How can you become a cat? That's just stupid. Now, how do I get over there? I need to get down. How do I do this? Ah. So square is to jump. How do I do this? Hold up. Okay, back. Okay. Seriously? Oh, he went to the nest. So the reason why I'm playing this is because it is a free PlayStation Plus game just for a tiny bit. Now where do I go from here? I'm so confused with what I'm meant to do.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Seriously? Now. Oh, okay. This game is so confusing. Now I guess it's L2 and R2 to jump. Ha.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Now I'm gonna need to try and get up. Easy.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
This is actually crazy, this game. Like, what is this game?
Rabbits.
Okay, get to the rabbits. Oh, no!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I
Jesus.
flew off to find something bigger.
Ah. Okay, what could it be?
A mama rabbit.
Where? Where? Where's the rabbit? There. Okay, I got
She
it.
was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly,
You're
there
gonna
was a
die.
shark.
What? What? How is this possible? Well, that's bad. You're a shark and you're on the ocean and you're not in the sea. What the hell?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, fish. Oh, oh.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This game's so weird. What's the point of this game? You're just turning into freaking animals? Come on. Go after the seal. Follow it. Come on.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Octopus? Octopus? Please tell me it's an octopus. Oh, the noises. Oh! It's like a snake or something? Is that what it is?
Now I was a monster. I smelled people everywhere.
Thought it was an octopus for a bit. Thing is, monsters.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Holy crap! Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this game?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new.
Oh!
I had to have, so I swam towards it.
What could it be?
I
I
slithered
wonder.
onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Up the pipe. Oh no. Oh, we're in that house. Who are we gonna eat now? I wonder.
I got closer and closer.
Oh no. We're in the room.
All my stomach started growling.
Now what?
And suddenly,
Oh.
that was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to
Monster
wait
under the
longer.
bed.
It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
There's a monster under the bed. That was crazy.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, that's actually weird. Now, can I get out of my book, please?
I got
Thanks.
this since Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Is there a monster under the bed?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here. I grew up
Oh,
looking at Molly's room through
Ow.
the peephole.
animal room.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Okay.
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Helium, I think. Is that helium? Don't know. No, that can't be helium.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in their 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Toilet. Harry Potter glasses. Harry Potter confirmed.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yeah. Beer.
It
Next.
was a pretty big trace.
The secret in this bathroom. Someone did a smelly. Is that what? Oh, hey, viewer.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
What could be the
It's in the
secret?
last place you would look.
Where? What?
It isn't in the cupboard.
Where could it be then?
It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Oh. New room. Oh. Wow. This is
From the
cool.
paintings on the wall,
I like
here my
this
brother
game.
Milton had been here before me.
This game's pretty cool. Whoa.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
Let's get to the next
and that he never
room.
talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like
Okay.
history any more than my mom did.
What's this?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his
Oh,
mind,
that's right.
that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Now, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Get
I told
down.
him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was canceled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh, dear.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the bookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The bookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe you got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one real day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. and the history you're a part of. Though, to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. You look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was gonna be, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are going to last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Nothing quite like being outside. Oop. A little more gas in the tank, I guess. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always going to be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was going to be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. Let's see. Maybe. Or was it? Could have been
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.